Trees. They produce the oxygen we breathe. They are the lungs of the earth. What would we do without them? Without trees, there would be no life on earth as we know it. It has been a symbiotic relationship that has lasted millions of years. Ancient peoples of the earth had a very spiritual connection with trees. Our ancestors chose woods, glades, groves or forests to celebrate their rituals and to worship divine powers. For them, the forest was a magical place. From the beginning of the industrial age, humans have sought to benefit more and more from the grand gifts provided to us by trees. And more than ever before, we are seeing a terrible exploitation of trees and native forests. Global deforestation sharply accelerated around 1852, and it has been estimated that about half of the Earth's mature tropical forests have now been destroyed. Some scientists have warned that unless significant measures are taken on a global scale, by the year 2030, there will only be 10% of the world's tree coverage remaining. It is time that we as a human race together realize that trees are vital to our survival and to the survival of future generations. We need to do more to protect the last standing native forests of the world and help regenerate the ones that have already been destroyed. There was one man who understood about the importance of trees well before many environmental issues were considered. In 1922, in Kenya, an English forester called Richard St. Barbe Baker began educating people around the world about the importance of planting and protecting trees. He started by setting up a tree nursery and founded the organisation called Watu wa Miti, which translated to English, Men of the Trees. Kenya's Kikuyu people were the founding members to carry out managed reforestation in the region, utilising native species in their country. From the formation of this organisation, it gradually grew roots in England, forming many branches of tree planting and conservation groups. In 1980, during a visit by the founder Richard St. Barbe Baker to Australia, many people were inspired to form groups in Brisbane, Sydney, Perth, Tasmania, Melbourne and Adelaide. The Adelaide branch changed their name to Trees for Life. The Tasmanian and Victorian branches eventually folded. However, New South Wales, Western Australia and Queensland branches of Men of the Trees still exist today. The very important work that these dedicated people in Australia have done for the last 33 years has been absolutely incredible. The many enthusiastic members of the Men of the Trees organisation in Australia have helped to plant over an estimated 20 million trees at least in Australia since 1980. This series of short documentaries is a celebration of their efforts, which have helped to make our country a better, greener place to live. I'd like you to meet the people who have helped to continue the legacy inspired by the dream of Richard St. Barbe Baker.